If we keep following along what we've been told, what we've been given by default, ease will never be part of the reality because inside of capitalism, ease is a non factor. Inside of the corporate ladder, ease is a non factor. Inside of the academic ladder, ease is a non factor. You have to do that manually. What if your dream job is actually the biggest threat to your dream life? So many high achieving women find themselves anchored to demanding careers, exhausting commitments, and doing too much, even when their freedom is within reach. Today's video is challenging the pressures that you may have internalized that are keeping you tethered to the hustle, to the grind, to overworking, to overgiving, and feeling exhausted more often than not. We're going to unlock the true path that's going to liberate you from that exhaustion and burden so that you can start living a life of more sweetness, ease, and simplicity. And I'm going to be sharing with you a solution, a way to start reclaiming your time, reclaiming your energy, and reclaiming your life so that you can create a dream life that feels as good on the inside as it looks on the outside. Hi, friend. My name is Elle. I'm also known as the Empress of Ease. I'm the creator of the House of Ease for ambitious, high achieving, exhausted women who want sweeter, softer, more ease filled lives. Most of my clients hire me because they have done all of the right things from their education to their careers to their accomplishments, their achievements, their accolades, their family life, their community contributions, their religious or spiritual world and contributions. They look fantastic on paper. They are so many people's dream come true, including their parents, their ancestors, their elders. They are admired pillars in the community. But inside, they're exhausted. They're burnt out. They're overwhelmed, and they are terrified of saying so because they are the beacon, they are the pillar holding it all together. So, what if your dream job, the one that you have poured your life into, your energy, your resources, the one that you have invested in creating for decades, has not actually created the dream life that you have dreamed about? This can often lead us to the sunk cost fallacy, which basically says, well, I put all this time in already. I've put all this energy in already. I have done all the things. I have made all the sacrifices. I might as well wait until retirement. I might as well wait until I've reached a certain marker. I might as well wait until that next bonus comes in. Because ultimately, isn't that what we all want? The challenge is when you have been in this cycle, in this process of doing accomplishment, achievement, doing accomplishment, achievement, doing accomplishment, achievement for most of your life. And that has become the reward, that has become your identity, that has become what people recognize and acknowledge and celebrate you for. It can feel very dangerous to start to divest from that life because it feels like that's all of who you are. That's all of your identity. That's all of your value. That's all of your worth. It's everything that you have invested in this life that you were told is what you were supposed to have. It's what you were supposed to do. It's who you were supposed to be. And then you look around and realize that there's something missing. And often that something that's missing is you, is your authenticity, is your true voice, is your passion, is your power, is your unfilteredness. The part of you that's not trying to accommodate or make sure that you can fit in and stay in. The part of you that's not going along to get along. That part that's maybe a little rough around the edges, that has opinions to say or ways to say it that may not always float everyone's boat. And as a result of not thoroughly expressing that part of you, you start to shrink on the inside. You start to be more depleted, more exhausted, more burnt out because there are parts of you that are not being fully self-expressed. There are parts of you that are being quieted and minimized and tucked away and hidden so that you can survive. So that everything that you've done, all of the investments, all the contributions, all the achievements, the accomplishments, the accolades start to feel worth it. And no one talks about this, but quiet as it's kept, it's never going to feel fulfilling if you are not fully present, if you are not all the way there, if there are parts of you that are still hidden away, it's never going to feel like enough because subconsciously, or maybe sometimes consciously, you have told yourself that you are not enough, that you are missing something, that to play the game, To win, you have to not be all of yourself. You have to not be all of who you are. And I want to tell you that that is a lie from the pit of hell. It may be true in some ways, in some capacities, in some form or fashion, that to be a success in this corporate world, or a success in a particular kind of environment, or success in this particular kind of career path, that you have to whittle yourself down to be palatable. And I'm not a career coach. I'm not talking about your career strategy. I'm talking about your soul fulfillment, your life's joy, your internal peace, your peace of mind. Because what happens is when we shrink down, when we whittle down, when we quiet down, there's a carrot before the horse. And we keep putting off authenticity. We keep putting off fulfillment. We keep putting off wholeness. We keep putting off ease. We keep putting off joy and satisfaction and fulfillment until one day, until we get the career, until we retire, until we have a certain amount in the bank account, until the kids are out of college, until. And in the meantime, you are being neglected. You are unmet. You are unseen. And we are hoping, secretly, silently, that the world will see us, recognize us, acknowledge us. But in the meantime, you have self-abandoned. You have abandoned yourself. You're not acknowledging yourself. And that's dangerous. It impacts us mentally, it impacts us emotionally, it impacts us psychologically, it impacts us physically. Because that kind of internal eating away has to go somewhere. And often it's considered gauche, it's considered impolite, it's considered inappropriate to be fully self-expressed in certain company. But I'm telling you, that is the key to your dream life. Full self-expression, authentic communication, self-ownership, holistic boundaries, and high standards for yourself and your life. That is what gives you your dream life, not the external accomplishments, not the external accolades, not the external achievements that someone can stamp on you and say, we approve of her. She is worthy now. She is valuable now. No, it's your authentic self-expression. It's your authentic truth. It's your authentic creativity. It's following your authentic curiosity and creating a dream life based on your own self-trust, your vision, your knowing of who you are, what you want and deserve in your life. That is what creates your dream life. And all too often, my clients come to me when they're past their breaking point. They're exhausted. They're burnt out. They can't do it anymore. Their body has shut down on them because they have spent years pushing and doing and swallowing and sacrificing and silencing years. And that's not sustainable. And you know that's not sustainable. So they reach a point finally where they can't do it anymore. Their body refuses to get out of bed. They go to the doctor and they get numbers back that are off the chart and don't make any sense, except for they have normalized years of swallowing, of shrinking, of silencing. And again, that has to go somewhere. My work in the House of Ease is helping you reclaim yourself, reclaim your power, reclaim your truth. And I have a 3-month mentorship program. We walk very gently, intentionally, and deliberately, step by step, through helping you reclaim your truth, reclaim your power, reclaim your ease, and unlearn these programming, these messaging that are keeping you small, that are keeping you truncated, that are keeping you shrunken, so that you don't have to blow up your whole life. You don't have to burn it down in order to live your dream life, but you start to evolve internally. And when you evolve internally, external transformation is inevitable. But you have to know that you're safe to evolve. You have to know that you're safe to have new standards. You have to know that you're safe to have healthy boundaries. You have to know that you're safe to say no, to take care of yourself, to center yourself. This is why it's a gradual process, because you didn't get here burnt out and exhausted, overgiving and overdoing overnight. It took some time to get here. And it's going to take some time to rewire your brain, realign, and relearn how to come back into alignment with yourself. But you deserve it. You are worth it, because you'll notice that the quality of your life transforms when you have higher standards and healthier boundaries. You'll notice that. You'll notice that the quality of your relationships change when you feel comfortable saying no and you have people in your life who respect your no. You'll notice that the quality of your life changes when you start to center yourself first and you don't wake up racing out of the door, when you can take your time and not feel urgent for your life. But this is a slow practice and process. But once it changes, once you start noticing that you can get realigned with who you authentically and actually are, you begin living your dream life because you start to make changes from that place of alignment and ease, as opposed to this change from external accomplishment and achievement. Yes, you can still accomplish. Yes, you can still achieve, but your motivation, your drive will be different because it will be from a place of alignment and ease versus pushing, gripping, grabbing, striving, which is not sustainable. Ease is sustainable. Alignment is sustainable, but ease isn't effortless. I always say ease requires effort because if you were to take the default life that you were told that you could have, you would be burnt out, exhausted, overworked, overgiving, and ease wouldn't even be part of the conversation. It wouldn't even be relevant. It wouldn't even be something that people cared about or questioned about. And that may be where you are right now. You may be finding yourself on that trajectory and on that track right now. And you deserve better. You deserve more. You deserve to live your dream life, even if you've done all of this to invest in a dream career, because a dream career is just part of life. It's not your entire life. But too often we put all our rocks in that basket and everything else, including our well being, falls by the wayside. And you deserve more. You deserve better. And if you don't know how to get there, if you don't know how to start creating that for yourself, I invite you to join me for a 3-month mentorship in Success Reset. We begin gently, we move through slowly and gradually, but by the end of our 3 months together, your life is transformed. You are transformed, and you're living your dream life with the dream career or without it. You are living your dream life, and you, my love, deserve that. You are worthy of that. I want you to have that. If that sounds interesting to you, you are invited to join me in Success Reset. Check out the link in the description below. If we keep following along what we've been told, what we've been given by default, ease will never be part of the reality because inside of capitalism, ease is a non-factor. Inside of the corporate ladder, this is a non-factor. Inside of the academic ladder, ease is a non-factor. You have to do that manually. If you're feeling burnt out, exhausted, and overwhelmed, this video might be very helpful for you. I talk about what I call smart girl burnout. I think it's a very particular kind of burnout, and I think you might find some peace and solace in that conversation. I hope to see you there. Take care. Bye for now.